In the annals of modern history, few names evoke as much fear and fascination as Osama bin Laden, the elusive mastermind behind the deadliest terrorist attack on American soil, September 11, 2001. To understand the man behind the mayhem, we delve into his origins, his rise to prominence, and the cataclysmic event that would forever alter the course of history. Osama bin Laden was born into wealth and privilege in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in 1957. He was the son of Mohammed bin Laden, a construction magnate with close ties to the Saudi royal family. Despite his affluent upbringing, Osama was deeply influenced by his devoutly religious upbringing and the tumultuous geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. The turning point in bin Laden's life came with the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. Galvanized by a fervent belief in defending fellow Muslims, he joined the Mujahideen fighters, who were backed by the United States and Saudi Arabia. It was during this time that bin Laden honed his militant ideology and forged alliances with like-minded extremists. With the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan in 1989, bin Laden returned to Saudi Arabia, disillusioned by the corruption and perceived impurity of the ruling regime. In 1988, he founded al-Qaeda, which translates to the base, with the aim of waging global jihad against perceived enemies of Islam, particularly the United States and its allies. Throughout the 1990s, bin Laden and al-Qaeda orchestrated a series of deadly attacks against American interests, including the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and the 1998 embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania. But it was the audacious plot of September 11, 2001, that would catapult bin Laden to infamy. On a crisp Tuesday morning, 19 hijackers affiliated with al-Qaeda seized control of 4 commercial airliners. 2 planes crashed into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, while another struck the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. The 4th plane, United Airlines Flight 93, crashed into a field in Pennsylvania after passengers attempted to regain control. The events of September 11 sent shockwaves around the world, triggering a global war on terror led by the United States. In the ensuing years, bin Laden became the most wanted man on the planet, pursued relentlessly by American intelligence agencies. Despite being on the run, he continued to inspire acts of terrorism through his propaganda videos and audio recordings. After a decade-long manhunt, the pursuit of bin Laden culminated in a covert operation by United States Navy SEALs on May 2, 2011. In a daring raid on his compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, bin Laden was located and killed, bringing an end to one of the most extensive and intensive manhunts in history. The death of bin Laden marked a significant milestone in the global war on terror, but the ideology of violent extremism that he espoused continues to pose a threat to peace and stability worldwide. His legacy serves as a grim reminder of the enduring allure of terrorism and the complexities of combating radical ideologies in an interconnected world. As we reflect on the life and deeds of Osama bin Laden, we are confronted with uncomfortable truths about the nature of extremism and the fragility of peace in the modern era. His story is a cautionary tale of the consequences of unchecked hatred and the destructive power of fanaticism. Yet, in the face of darkness, there remains hope for a future where understanding replaces ignorance, and compassion triumphs over cruelty.